Wouldn't you like to be thin and gorgeous? Truthfully, that is the exact message I woke up to this morning. Let's get into it.
You're inside the Mom Stuff Coffee Shop, a podcast dedicated to helping you get back up again, turning your pain into power, turning your trauma into triumph. I am your host, KK Smith, and I find joy in helping you get back up again. This podcast holds a space for you to grow, heal, and connect like you never have before. So grab your coffee and step inside the Mom Stuff Coffee Shop.
It was a throwback, way throwback message. And I was taking my daughter to school, and we had stopped by to get some coffee and donuts. And I just couldn't believe this message. It was between Whoopi Goldberg and an interviewer. And the interviewer asked her, wouldn't she like to be thin and gorgeous, truthfully?
And I just absolutely love Whoopi's response. And her response is, I am. Listen, I absolutely love this on so many levels. And we are getting ready to unpack the perspectives that others put on us and what we need to carry around with us as Whoopi does in order to have that magic all the time. So let's get into it. And I absolutely love what Whoopi says. When I get up in the morning these days and I look in the mirror, I think, you know what? Mwah. Sort of like a chef's kiss. She absolutely loves what she sees. And she is not allowing anyone to put a perspective on her that is less than what she sees and what she feels about herself.
In other words, she was saying she is valuable. She has something special. I wanted to unpack this so much. Oh my goodness. So many times, if you are a parent, if you are a woman, if you are a man, if you are someone that has not believed in yourself, someone that has not had value in your life, poor self-esteem in your life, you need to lean in. Oftentimes, when we are in a position of lowliness means humility. Lowly could also mean that the world has given you lowliness. And lowliness, to sum it up, means your projection of yourself and other people's projections of you have really not afforded you the bandwidth, the space, the mental space to be everything that you want to be. Now, two things can happen here. I'm going to speak about two major things that can happen. Sometimes even more can happen, but I'm going to speak from two major things. If you accept the script that the world, your family, your past traumas, people that picked on you, people that didn't deem you important, gorgeous, favorable, people that didn't want you at the table, if you view your whole life and whole perspective from this view, you will always come up short.
The next major perspective is if you decide that everyone else's opinion about you is the right perspective and you cannot get out of that mindset, you will always have that perspective.
But if you carry something special inside of you, like Whoopi Goldberg expressed in that interview, oh my goodness, no matter what someone comes at you with, no matter what someone suggests, no matter how somebody feels, no matter how somebody feels about your looks, your color, your hair, your suchness of life, just because they are uncomfortable with it. But baby, if you could carry that magic with you everywhere you go, woo! Oh my goodness. When I was watching that video, I immediately felt all types of feelings perk up inside of me. One feeling was, when I was little, we were the kids that were picked at. We moved from a different town to a whole nother town. Our total life had changed. Our lifestyle had changed. We moved from being well taken care of to being picked at, to being the heel of everyone's joke at the bus stop. We weren't very well kept. It was a sad situation, but everyone else's perspective began to move inside of us, began to cultivate the pieces that they were throwing at us. It was almost as if they were taking those pieces out of us. The rocks they were throwing, with every insult, with every demeaning comment, with every sly remark, they were taking pieces from us. And especially me being the youngest and the one that suffered quite a bit of physical abuse. My older sister and I suffered quite a bit of physical abuse. And I did not have the capacity inside of me to look beyond what everyone else was saying. And so I interpreted this to be my reality. And I want you to stop right now and think about this. If you are someone who has not had a lot of self-worth, a lot of self-esteem, I want you to realize that there is a pivoting moment in our minds and our lives that we have a choice. We have a choice to believe what everyone else is saying, or we have a choice to believe what God has to say about us. Oh my goodness, this was such a powerful minute or 2 minutes of my life this morning, and I wanted to give this gift to you. Do not be impressed what others think of you. However, be impressed with the uniqueness, with the value, with the incredible, amazing person that you are. You must carry this inside of you in the face of popularity. Popularity might say, hey, you're not good enough for the team. And sometimes that is resonating some work that we need to do. Let's just say we were going out for a tennis team and we were not the best. We haven't practiced tennis. We knew nothing about tennis, and we just simply didn't make the team, right? Now there's a perspective of development. But let's just say that this was something that was biased, something that was upper crust, upper echelon. Only we can come in here. Only my people, only the people I want, only the people that look like me, only the people that have a certain amount of money, only the certain people that look a certain way can come in this particular tennis club. You will not carry their perspective with you. Because see, what will happen, what the tendency that happens sometimes is that things and places that you want to be in, they somehow have a way of shaping your perspective. And so I would caution you to, one, carry inside of you the ability to detach from your wants immediately. What do I mean by this? Let me unpack this a little bit. So many times our wants lead us to a mindset of all or nothing. All or nothing. If I don't get into this, it's all or nothing. If they don't like me, it's all or nothing. If this guy doesn't like me, it's all or nothing. If I can't get into this program, it's all or nothing. If they don't think I'm special, important, or popular, it's all or nothing. And then you go into a great depression. You could be operating in your everyday life, but you could be operating at a great depression. Friends, this has happened to so many people. This happens to teenagers. This happens to women. This happens on our jobs. This happens with our relationships. And unfortunately, this also happens at church. You must be able to carry your magic inside of you wherever you go. You must detach from the all or nothing mindset. The all or nothing mindset says, if I can't have this, if I am not accepted, if I am not valued by this particular person, group, or entity, I have nothing left. No power. You begin to think you have no love. You begin to think you have no destiny. You begin to think that you have nothing that suggests that you are valuable. And you begin to carry this not only in your everyday life, but your outputs. You begin to carry this in trying again. You begin to carry this into your next
season of holding yourself back. You begin to carry these things in your mindsets, and they affect every part of your outputs for your life.
You begin to carry these things everywhere, but they are bottled up inside of you. And I think this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to tell you that nothing and no one has the power to validate you. Nothing and no one has the power to tell you, hey, you're okay. Nothing and no one has the power to say, hey, you're good enough now. Hey, you look okay now that you cut your hair, or you look okay now that you have more money. You look okay now that you have got the perfect job. You're okay with us now because you look like we want you to look. Friends, it's so important to carry your magic. Get up every day and affirm yourself. I am beautiful. I am loved. I am valued. I am important. It does not matter what they say. It does not matter your projection. It does not matter what you think about me. I am whole. I am complete. I am loved by God. I am loved by my Creator. My Creator loves me beyond even what is human possible for me to think. And that fills you up in every space. And you begin to carry this unique magic around. What nobody says matters. What no one says can penetrate that fortress of love, of self-love, of self-care. Friends, I am just so happy to deliver this to you this morning. If you struggle with believing in yourself, if you struggle with self-worth, self-value, the way you look, the way you've been showing up in life, the way you have been carrying others' projections of you for your life, for your outcomes, for your ability to try harder, I want you to carry this with you. I want you to execute excellence and abundance in every area of your life by the way you think and the way you accept what someone else has given you. All right. I hope this has been food for your soul and fuel for your life. I'm KK Smith. Remember, you can always celebrate wins, get back up again, and dive into a life lesson and your creativity around here. It's time to rise and thrive from the inside out. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.